How many serious relationships would you say that you've been in?
Probably about 4, I'd say. 3 or 4.
What do you define as a relationship?
Okay, well, let's see, right now I'm married, and before that, maybe 4 or 5?
Okay.
Serious? 4.
Okay.
Deep romantic ones? 2.
What is the difference between liking and loving someone?
When you like someone, you can see yourself as just being a friend with them, or liking someone, you could see maybe possibly having a romantic relationship with them. But when you're in love with someone, you want to share everything with them, not just certain aspects of your life, or want to go out and do certain things. You want to do everything with that person.
I think you can like a lot of people, and you can definitely love somebody and not like them sometimes. That's probably something a lot of people say, but I think you can love a lot of people too. Yeah, I think it's just deeper and more personal.
I guess it's a permanence thing. If it's an affection that I will feel forever, whether or not I want to be around that person, then I guess that makes it love, versus just liking someone is more of a temporary thing. It's like an inclination.
When you like somebody, you want to spend some time with them, but you can definitely see yourself going off and doing your own things. When you love somebody, all you think about is them, and you can't imagine being without them.
Do you think it's possible to be too open with your significant other?
No, I don't. I think you should share. If you truly love somebody, you can share anything and everything. There's no moment in your past that you should be ashamed of in front of them or around them. Anything in your future, you should be completely honest about what you want from them. If you guys have different ideas, then you guys should talk about that. Being completely open is so important. Open communication all the time.
Yes, but I'm a very contained person when I'm interacting with emotions.
No, not if they love you.
That is a good question. Through the many years of relationships and marriage, I've definitely come to believe that no, you have to be open. The more honest you are with yourself, with them, the better. It's just, yeah, I definitely think honesty is best policy, for sure. I mean, you might hurt somebody and you don't want to do that, but it's best to be truthful.
I need 5 adjectives of your ideal romance.
Communication. 5? Oh my gosh, I can just describe my fiance here. We talk about everything to each other. We have every thought that crosses our mind. We say it out loud to each other. Complete and absolute trust, which comes from open communication, I think. Honesty with each other. Similar interests, but also you have to be able to do your own thing. So things in common things between each other. Thinking on the spot here, that's hard. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Passionate. Desire has to be in there. Creativity is important, like having a muse in a way, something that inspires you. Feeling safe. Just feeling comfortable and cared about.
Fun, epic, realistic, and unlimited.
Intelligent, witty, nerdy, fun, caring.
Your last romantic relationship, how did you guys meet and what attracted you to them?
We met through work. He was a military dude, so I was like, "Ooh, man in uniform, sweep me away." But we broke up because we decided we weren't right for each other. That was just the way it ended.
Okay, so we met at a party, a house party, like 15 years ago, through mutual friends, my boss and him, and other friends, and we just kind of got along. He was easygoing, and he was kind of cool, we liked all the same music and things, and we just had fun together. We just had a good time hanging out. We just kind of cool with each other.
I met him while I was running on campus, and it attracted me that he was assertive and like he just like took control.
When the first time we met, she had glasses. I was super into that, and it was a mutual friend.
Okay.
She introduced us.
Can you talk about technology in romance?
It has its benefits and it has its negatives as well. And people can talk to other people on Facebook, and people can get jealous of that. But I think it all comes back to communication. If you're like, this is why I'm talking to this person, but if that bugs you, then that's something you need to work out with your significant other. But it also has its benefits, like if you're in a long distance relationship, Skype, lifesaver.
Okay. Technology, romance, or relationships. Well, being that I am 36 and my dating pool started when AOL was like instant messenger, and I just had gotten a computer, so it didn't really start me off, but it's definitely changed a lot, and it's good and bad. I've met a lot of really interesting, cool people that I feel connection to through the internet and through technology. I also think that it kind of can distance you, and it's gotten me in trouble, to be honest, because you start creating relationships with people that, I don't know, you kind of distance yourself away from the people that are actually physically close to you sometimes. So I think that's at least my experience. So it's good and bad.
Technology kills romance. I don't want to just only text someone. I'm not very charming via text. It's not a good thing in my life. And I think that personal interaction is far more important than like making sure that it's Facebook official and everybody knows that you have like the cutest couple of pictures.
Technology and romance, that's hard because with the advent of texting and Facebook Messenger and all this, I mean, you don't really get to have those conversations at the end of the day where you're like, hey honey, how was your day, what happened, tell me all about it, because you're constantly in contact all the time. And I think personally for me it really limits the actual heart-to-heart conversations you get to have with somebody because they've already disseminated all the important information to you throughout the day.
What are some strategies that would help maintain a relationship?
I've been saying it the whole time. Communication.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
Everything comes back to that. Honest communication.
Okay, well, honestly, kind of like I was talking about before, I realized that, I can speak from experience and not because my marriage is ending and it's like I'm getting a divorce. So, from what I've learned from that, honesty really is important, and not just being honest with the other person, but being honest with yourself, and that is easier said than done because it's a process, and you don't always know yourself. It takes a long time to really start to know yourself. But hopefully the person that you're with will be accepting of you no matter how you change or what you realize about yourself, and they're along on the ride with you.
even if you say decide that being in a committed relationship isn't okay with you, that's fine. Just like be open about it, and it's something that
Honesty and communication and loyalty. That's it. That's all you need for a long-lasting relationship.
Can you talk about jealousy in a relationship?
I'm a pretty jealous girlfriend, I'll be honest. I don't like restrict him from going and talking to people. Like, he's allowed to do his own thing and talk to his own people, but I'll communicate to him, hey, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that, and we'll talk about it, and we'll work on it and be like, we'll come to an understanding that I'm kind of jealous of that situation. He does the same thing with me. If I go out and do something, well, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that, then we'll work it out, and if anything, he'll come with me, or I'll go with him, or what have you. But jealousy is good and bad. Jealous is good, because then you know that you're wanted, and you want to be wanted by that one person.
Yeah, jealousy. It's interesting because I've been reading a book about polyamory and thinking about kind of the direction that my heart needs to go. It does talk about jealousy a lot. You just have to be accepting of it. You're going to have those feelings. Nobody owns somebody else, or at least we kind of like make it seem like we do. If you're in a monogamous relationship, that's it. Like, you can't reach out to other people for different things, and not one person can fill all your needs. It's just impossible, but we expect the other person to. I just lost what the question was. What was
just
it again?
talking about jealousy.
Just jealousy, right. So I think that jealousy, it's just inevitable, and you feel it, and it sucks, and you feel bad about it too, and you kind of blame the other person. But if you're just open about it, and you talk about how you're feeling about it, and the other person is accepting of it, that it just happens, it's going to happen, that you can move through it, and it's an okay thing, because we just all get there.
I think jealousy is like ridiculous, and I can't handle it. When someone gets like jealous that I'm hanging out with my friends who are guys, or even just my friends and not them, I just like, that's an ending for me. Like, that's a sign that like there's a trust issue there, and that they're too clingy, and I can't handle that. And so I live my own life. I'm fine with anyone else living their own life, and if I think that there's a reason to not trust someone, then there's a bigger issue than the fact that I'm jealous, and it probably means that we should probably end the relationship.
A little jealousy goes a long way, but a lot of jealousy can really hurt somebody. You got to know that you want it, really.
If you could pinpoint your last breakup to one thing, what would it be?
We didn't trust each other. He thought I was cheating, I thought he was cheating, so we just broke up.
Well, I'm I guess a serial monogamous dater. I haven't been single since I left high school practically. And I've been through high school, college, and marriage and all that. I would go through one relationship to the next, and that's what happened there. I was in a relationship for about 3 years or so, and it just was breaking up, but I didn't let go of it until I found another person who's my husband now, and just kind of like one went into the other. I mean, I found out that he was cheating on me and all this other stuff, but I felt that our breaking up was because of me finding somebody else, because the relationship was already done. Yeah, and even though it's kind of an upsetting thing, because I felt like if he was open with me about how he felt about other people or whatnot, that maybe it would have kept going. But yeah.
He was kind of like a sociopath. And like, I'm good with crazy, but as long as crazy isn't like actually crazy, and I just like, it was kind of like difficult and emotionally abusive to be in that relationship. And it's really important to care about the other person, but it's more important to care about yourself and recognize when you should not be in a relationship anymore. And I decided that I shouldn't be.
She wouldn't stop texting her ex.
Do you like someone right now?
I do. I'm engaged happily. We're very happy together. I can't wait to be with you forever. Very happy.
Yeah, but it'll never happen.
I like a lot.
I do.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river